that, it looks like we're live, Brandon.
I just got nervous. Whoa.
Dude, you got.
Oh, man, feel it in my stomach.
They're freaking me out a little bit. Let me make sure we are live over here on IG. It looks like we are. We're for sure, I believe, live on YouTube.
Here we go. Here we go.
We're checking it out, making sure all the things are happening.
All right.
This is our first ever, guys. We told you. Yeah, we're live on YouTube. We are good. The people are watching. I don't know. Are we live on the gram?
I don't see it. I could be wrong. Maybe it's doing something different.
I know. We're noobs. We might just...
I don't know.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Let's roll as if Instagram Live isn't even a thing for right now, because we don't want to bore you guys trying to figure it. We already are.
We're going to bore you.
Enough of that.
That's going to happen.
But if you're here joining us, say, hey, what's up? I would love to know where you're coming live from. We got our man Ryan saying, hey, what's up? Ryan, where are you watching from right now? We'd love to know. Brandon, we've done, honestly, such a bad job of making ourselves available to our fans. And we're going to talk about, how Outskrts was almost the accidental band start. So they might not even know that we're coming live to them from Nashville, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the reason why we're going live, hi from Scotland, Finding My Sparkle.
Finding My Sparkle, great to see you. You're always such a supporter. It's great. Leah Hale says, you're not live on Instagram. We know we're not live on Instagram. There's an issue. So come join us on YouTube or Twitch. We're for sure live and rocking there. There's a quirk with Instagram.
Yeah, it's true.
Right now.
What I was going to say is, we're going live at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time because a lot of our fans are in Germany,
it's crazy,
Europe. I mean, obviously Scotland, all those things. So we don't want to alienate them by going live while they're sleeping. And honestly, we just want to see is this a good time to go live? It might not be,
for sure.
We're just trying to figure it out. And like you were saying, we accidentally started this band. What, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I mean it's so crazy because it's 11 a.m. I'm drinking a little iced coffee too. It's no adult beverages over here. It's just iced coffee. We're family friendly.
Hey, I do have to say you have some kind of World War II Captain America look going on here with the hair and the army jacket. I just want to call it out. It looks great.
It's to try to intimidate Brandon over here.
Yeah, because look at me, whoa.
Yeah, Brandon's got the Nashville guy thing going over here. So
the Nashville dad who just gets it together, after in 2 minutes.
Well, when I say we're keeping it family friendly, part of that is we are both dads, Brandon,
that's true.
That's a little bit of where we've been too. Brandon has a almost 3-year-old.
Yeah,
and I got an almost 3-month-old.
Dude,
and
just trying to survive over here.
Yeah,
to be honest,
just trying to sleep a little bit.
A little bit. Ryan Langa said, "I love your song. Thank you so much." Brandon's mic is quieter. Whoa, bro. Why?
Man, I don't know.
Let's talk to the sound guy over here.
I mean, who's that sound guy here? I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna get Brandon's mic.
Can I get a little reverb? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you might want to eat it a little too.
I'm just gonna talk straight into it.
As if they're audio professionals or something. But yeah, no kidding. But no, it is it's so good to be here live with you guys. Like we said a minute ago, we we accidentally started this band that is now Outskrts. And so first off, we're here for you guys. If there's questions you have, if there's anything you've ever wanted to know, now's your chance. Fire away. Let's answer. And Finding My Sparkle says better when you speak into it.
Hey, sorry about that. I was kind of off.
Yeah,
off mic there.
Crazy town. But we want to answer any questions you have, any questions about us making music, what Outskrts is. But kind of in addition to that, we just want to take a minute to tell you guys how we started accidentally, what we've been up to lately, and then what we have coming down the pipeline that we're super excited about because we've told a few of you guys now and stuff. We have more new music cooking than ever before, so we're going to actually let you guys hear a little bit of that and talk about when you can expect to hear some of that. But Brandon, how do we meet and accidentally start a band?
Yeah, so being in Nashville, if you don't know, this is definitely a music city. I have been in the country music scene for a long time, touring, writing, recording, all those things. And Christian can tell you more about his background and everything. But we were on a co-write together. I think it was December of 2018 or I don't know.
We got set up to write a country song.
That's right, and boy did we. Wrote a great song, Connected, but I was kind of making a change, kind of pivoting to more of the TV film sync side.
And Brandon, for the people out there, what does the TV film sync side mean?
All right, if you turn on your TV right now and you see a commercial or something, there's going to be a song behind it. And it could be a popular song. It might be a song that you don't even know. For example, like if you're watching sports and they're like, all right, we'll be right back, Cowboys-Steelers game. And it's like, I was born for this, whatever. That was like kind of what we were chasing, and didn't know each other were chasing it. So we kind of started putting some dates on the books. We're like, dude, you want to try to like write ad music, promo music? I mean, everything from like One Republic style stuff to Lizzo type stuff.
We weren't targeting the genre that Outskrts kind of became.
Right.
We were just like casting a wide net.
That's it. And so I believe one of the first songs that we actually wrote a song called Smoke that I listened to the other day, and it still holds up. We should probably release it at some point.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
But Born for This was one of the first songs that we recorded, and it got placed on an NFL Network Super Bowl promo in 2020.
Yep. So our first official placement for these TV film songs that we were writing together was Born for This and the NFL thing. But again, like we weren't trying to be a band, Brandon.
No. And we were like, well, we got to release it so people can find it. Let's think of like band names, And I was like, I mean, we had some funny ones, but I came up with Outskrts, and I was like, what if we take out the I, man? And he was like, okay. And so we did it. And then when we started releasing that song, we started getting more placements. We actually wrote our song "Let's Do This" actually for Xbox.
I think this is interesting too. It was at a sync camp. So, like in short, what that looks like, it was 2020. It was actually 4/20/2020. I came across the lyric sheet for that, and we were at this camp.
Weird,
right? Yeah, it is. It's crazy. So if you know what was happening in April of 2020. Not a lot was happening except Zoom hangs, and we were on this virtual sync camp where like people that select the music for all these brands and ads or whatever were on, and we got assigned a what they call a brief for Xbox, and it was like, hey, go write us this song that kind of sounds like this, sounds like that, lyrics about this and that. And so we actually wrote and produced Let's Do This all virtually over Zoom in one day. So like we got the assignment for that song at 10 a.m., and at 6 p.m., we had a song share. We had to go show that song to everybody else at the camp and the people. And what has been out in the world, and like honestly, it's kind of been one of the songs to catapult Outskrts forward. It was like a one-day thing, like Brandon said, written for Xbox. And those people at Xbox have never even used it.
They didn't even use it. But you know what? It was because of that day that like we truly started seeing growth from, I don't want to call it a placeholder, but it was just kind of a vehicle to put this kind of music out. But then when you guys started listening to it and sharing it, and obviously it went kind of viral on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, we're like, dude, we got to start putting out more music, And so,
but like, still kind of weren't trying to be a band yet. It's crazy as that sounds.
It's true. Like, I mean, we've all been in that. If you're a musician, you're like, let's start a band when you're 18, but we're a little older and we're trying to, provide for families and stuff. And it's like, don't necessarily want to tour, which brings up your question, Finding My Sparkle. Will we ever come to Scotland? I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. I mean, don't know what the touring looks like. Don't know.
To be
anything.
totally transparent, we probably don't have plans to tour. Like part of it too is like Brandon has his background as an artist where he was on the road a ton.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, I don't want to be on the road a ton. And my background is more like studio, writing songs, producing songs. So that was part of it too of like why we didn't even know we started a band.
It's true.
Because we were just in this behind the scenes sort of role. But all that to say, we are open, I think, to doing some like private gigs. Like you got a private function you want us to come to Scotland for, we do know how to do the live thing.
Yeah, you got a birthday party coming up, bar mitzvah, anything, like we'll totally come
Hit
aboard.
Us up. We will entertain ideas, but
yes,
to be totally transparent, we're probably not looking to go on the road a ton in the traditional sense. But not to be a Debbie Downer over here. I just killed the vibe.
Oh
Nah.
man, well we gotta go. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
what are we gonna do, Brandon, looking forward instead of touring?
I mean, we're gonna release a ton of music this year.
So that's part of the gap of like where we kind of left off to now is like we kind of eventually realized we were a band thanks to you guys.
Yeah, and we know that there's probably not a lot of people watching. By the way, what's up, Rolando? I totally see your comment. Thanks
Yo,
for being
Rolando,
here.
thanks for watching. Where are you coming? Where are you coming live from? Let us know.
I love a good sup. No, our plan is just to really invest our time into Outskrts, the fans, you guys, and just like start putting out as much music as possible. We've grown to love, writing this type of music. Like it's not to be, it is to be commercial, but it's like, dude, like this is so much fun. And I mean, we can actually show you guys some music that's coming down the pipeline, give you some teases, show you some finished stuff, show you some stuff that literally, I mean, he showed me a recording that we haven't even written yet.
Yeah. We're gonna start writing something as soon as we get off with you that I have a track start for. Maybe we'll show you that and see what you guys think we should write too. Is that Dovikin, Billy? Hi, Outskrts. Hello. Hello, how are you? How long are we going to stream? I don't know, maybe another 10, 15 minutes here. As long as you guys keep asking us questions, we'll answer them. We'll show you a few new songs too. And then Ryan says, when I come up with my own song, I like to play it in my head. Yeah, that is... you
kind of have to.
You do kind of have to. Our wives, though, I don't know how much they appreciate that when it's like dinner time to turn off work. And you're playing a song from the day in your head. That doesn't. That's not always so good, but that's you do have to do that.
That's it.
So yeah, part of this thing is like you guys have blown our minds with like how supportive you've been. Like we get DMs from you guys all the time, messages, comments. Like this is my favorite song. You guys are our favorite band. And again, like we said a few minutes ago, we're a band,
right?
We didn't even know we're a band. Brandon went on an interview with Bobby Bones randomly 4 years ago. You can go look it up, and it was right after our first Born for This placement happened. And Bobby was like, "Is Outskrts a band?" And Brandon said, like to Bobby's big platform, like, I think." So like that goes to show like this was almost accidental, but because of you guys, because of the kind words, the support, the love, we're like, you know what? We're stepping up to the plate.
We're doing it.
And we're going hard and giving them more music than we've ever put out before. So Brandon, like, let's maybe not tell them quite how much we're thinking about putting out, but what are we working on? What can they expect from us? When can they expect some of that new music to keep coming out? Because we see the comments. You want new music. It's coming. Trust us.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you an idea, we have like 9 or 10 songs like ready to release.
Like done.
And that's not even scratching the surface.
Yeah. So like we got like 10 songs like we could drop tomorrow. What are we doing? What do we have? Like, what are we working on right now in order to be able to put out those songs? Like, what needs to get done before we start dropping the very, very steady stream of music? And dare I say, like, alternate versions and remixes and features and some of that of every song.
Yeah, I think it's just like we need to like stop being lazy and like really treat this like what it needs to be treated like. And I'm talking about posting content, short form content. I mean, like you've kind of been seeing with like isolated vocal things, stupid skits. I mean, we're ridiculous, so we want to show you guys our personalities.
And Daniel says it right here. I think it's cool that you're family men and still living out your dreams. I mean, that's it. Like, we aren't like rock star guys. Brandon kind of is, but like,
no.
But really, like, we're dads. We're normal dudes who we like sports and hanging out and thanks so much. We're so awesome. Our wives and kids may beg to differ, but we think we're pretty awesome.
And Pandarex, hey, I just found your music like a week ago. Can't stop listening. That means the world to us.
Yeah,
like, that's why we're like.
That's why we're here.
This is a no-brainer to like really invest time into this and like kind of keep building what we're building with you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for caring enough to, just jump on here.
And that's part of it too is like Brandon said, we're making a ton of content. So like part of what we're doing in this gap period, and we'll tell you here in a second about like kind of what we're doing to be able to sustain releasing music. But in this gap period, we're making a lot of content for our old songs on social media because we're like have been the world's worst artists. As somebody like, it's two people that work with a lot of other artists writing music for them. Like we haven't done a lot of things that you should be doing as an artist. So one of those things is you guys have used our songs a bunch on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So we're making content for our songs, and all the new stuff we put out, we're going to be making a lot of content for. So that's part of it.
And maybe that's like the segue into, I don't know, showing you guys some of these new songs.
Yeah, and we got a question here. Have you guys tried to reach some bigger producers and make collabs with them? For instance, the Fat Rat, he's a nice guy and enjoys collaborating with new artists. Yeah, here's the thing is like we're honestly both pretty connected to the music industry here in Nashville, in LA. We see comments a lot like collab with Sam Tenez or The Score, Zaid Wolf. Like we know these guys, we run in the same circles as these guys. So it's kind of a fine line of like I think we're getting to the point where we might just start hitting up some of our buddies and being like, you want to jump on a track? It's this kind of fine line relationally of like you never want to come off like you want anything from someone or
so true. And like, I mean, we're juggling other things as well.
Yeah.
Christian produces so many artists, major label artists, indie artists, does a ton in the TV film sync world as well. And so time hasn't been, on our side for this, but that's what we were just talking about is making this a priority, and making sure we invest.
And Pandarex says, have you guys considered making a Discord? Maybe we should.
Let's do it.
It's a great idea. Any ideas you guys have for us? Like, tell us what you want to see, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we'll make a Discord. We need to make a Patreon. Come on.
I mean, we'll get back to that Patreon. But have you guys have the best workout music? Says Heidi Fernandez. Love the music and the lyrics. Thank you so much. That means the world. Comments like that are why we're here, why we do this, why we're giving it our attention and our focus.
Yeah.
With making the Discord though, Brandon said Patreon. One of the things we are in the process of doing is merch. And
really?
I mean,
I didn't know this.
See, it's now there's going to be a band fight and it's going to be awkward. We have merch ideas. And so I think that maybe leads the conversation of this, like some of the visual rebranding we're doing. And that's kind of the last big piece of the puzzle so that we can start releasing music consistently. Maybe tell them about this. We've started working with a creative director to help us with our visuals, our artwork, all of that kind of stuff. Tell them about that for a minute, Brandon.
I mean, I feel like we're just like telling them all the things that they like don't necessarily want to know, but I feel like we want you guys to know that we're taking this seriously.
Yes,
we've done you
sure.
such a disservice that it's like, hey man, we should hire a creative director from an actual major label to help us figure out what the look needs to be, how much weight I need to lose. You know,
which is
saying?
a lot.
Like, it's a lot. And so, maybe kind of like dive into your World War II look. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like more Captain America,
and part of that too. And Ryan says, I got an idea for you. We're all ears. DM us, hit us up. You can find us on the internet. We're open to ideas. And you two are, so only you two are reliable for these bangers.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, when
we're down to work with anybody.
Yeah,
anytime.
For sure. But like we want to be able to sustain putting out high volume of music for you guys, and I think like as artists, as a band, it's super easy to be like, we're going to release a song, but if you don't have a bunch of things behind the scenes in place to continue releasing songs, that includes the songs being finished, but then also all the visual components, all the things like that. Like if you don't have a plan in place and have professionals you work with, that's how some of the gaps happen that we've honestly experienced of like, 6 months can go by or 3 months can go by, whatever. So over the next like month or two, I think is probably fair to say, we are wrapping up some creative directions to honestly up our visual game, I think to the highest level we've ever had it. have a sick new look and feel that goes with our music that I think is some of my favorite Outskrts songs we've ever worked on.
For real. Yeah.
And then what that's going to allow us to do is have everything ready to drop a lot of music and at a very high volume.
Absolutely. And not stop. You know, I think there's a lot of prep that goes into that. And maybe, again, that's the segue. We can show you the prep that we've been making. I want to shout out Daniel Grossman for this awesome comment. Outskrts lifts my soul and makes me feel alive and manly. Keep it up. I got your back.
Daniel,
Ooh,
thanks, dude.
it.
Daniel, where are you coming live from? Let us
let
know.
us know.
Drop in the comment. I mean,
Quality over quantity, though.
You know,
I regret it is the name.
I don't
It's
regret
true.
quality over quantity, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a
See
good
what
point. I like
did
it. I
there?
like it.
Normally, Brandon's the witty one.
No, that's good. But I think you're right. Like, I think we're trying to prep songs to release at a high volume, but still make them
Quality.
Yeah.
I mean, we will never sacrifice quality for volume. You know, as people that, like, we write songs every day, we produce for other artists, like, we have some of the skills and the reps to be able to make, I think, high quality music quickly. If you weren't on at the beginning of this stream, like, we talked about how Let's Do This, one of our most popular songs, was written and produced fully in like 6-7 hours. So, like, we are able to do both, and we always want to do both. We want to do quality and quantity, but never sacrifice the quality.
For sure.
Ryan says, make a song called Take It to the Top.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, Ryan. That's great.
Daniel's in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Dude,
Very
Florida.
cool.
That is awesome. I mean, do you think we should tease a couple new songs, or I think
we should go.
Yeah, I think
Panda X said my favorite song of yours is Walk the Walk.
Where is
they're from North Carolina. I think it's up there. My favorite song.
Oh
of yours.
yeah, our good
We wrote
buddy
that right here in this room.
That was actually the first song we wrote in this room. So
whoa, yeah.
This is if you don't know, this is my home studio. Brandon and I live like less than 10 minutes apart from each other. We're just up the road. And as we said a little bit ago, we've done a decent amount of writing over Zoom. Like, COVID was a part of that when we were building up a lot of our stuff, but most of our songs are either fully written and produced right here, or at least, I don't even know if they realize they might, but Brandon is the main voice of Outskrts.
Yes.
I do more of the production and mixing and all that. So,
but you're gonna hear more of this guy singing.
Well,
coming up, actually.
Spoiler alert: I sang on a song and never intended to sing on a song. I sang on a song to be like, Brandon, here's the vocal for you to sing on this chorus I wrote, and he's like, that's the final vocal, bro.
It's done. It's done. I want to shout out Hail Caesar. Says, hey Brandon, it's Caesar. What's happening here? New music. This is my brother-in-law's brother.
Crazy.
So does that make him my brother?
We're all brothers.
I call him my brother. I miss you, Caesar. Yes, we're taking this thing seriously, man.
And I think we should just maybe play him some new music.
Let's do it. What is Outskrts? Nobody knows. But we're gonna play some new music right now. I know Born for This is the best song every at all time.
If you are a fan of Born for This, maybe also if you're a fan of ours called We Could Be Legends, we have a new song. I think we're just gonna play verse chorus of these. We have a new song that we just finished a week or two ago called Born to Be a Legend.
Yeah, we just put We Could Be Legends and Born for This together.
Pretty much.
But we're taking it seriously. All right.
So seriously.
We're being serious.
Here's a little preview of a song called Born to Be a Legend. Take a listen. Let us know what you think.
I was in the darkness, heartless, left for dead, long forgotten. Something was pushing me, pulling me straight down to the bottom. Then I came alive, I walked through the fire. My mind turned the embers to red. Got caught in the deep, but I calmed the seas, and I'll never be the same. Only thing that I can say is and I'll never second guess it. Fight till my last breath, 'cause I was born to be a legend.
That's all you get to hear for now.
That's it. My favorite part of this song is the bridge, so you're gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah, that's too good to tease. It's too
good.
We got an OMQ
I've
from
never heard
Ryan.
OMQ.
Oh my queen.
Yeah.
Dovahkiin, improved version of the score. You know Eddie from. I'll say this. I don't think this is TMI. Eddie from the score and now Unroyal is actually a really good buddy of ours. And
we've written a mini song in this room with Eddie.
We have Eddie. Our song. Which song of ours did Eddie help write? We've written so many with Eddie.
Very first time I met Eddie, we wrote. Oh my gosh, what is it called?
Yeah, some of you guys.
Oh,
know.
we've only just begun.
We've only just begun, and then I don't want to like go spoil Eddie's business, but some of his new Unroyal music that he has coming out, like we may or may not have written with him. I may or may not have produced some of. So,
yeah.
To even compare us to the score is honestly a huge honor because we love what they did.
Absolutely.
and continue to put out. They're great.
Why don't we tease some? Or
I was just gonna see a couple more comments are coming in. I feel like more bands should connect with fans like this. I mean, if you guys want to see this, like we're down to do this regularly, and comments like that are why we're here. We're definitely born to be legends. I mean,
Caesar, bro, you are the legend, man. As usual.
Finding my sparkle, you're always so kind. I cannot wait to put that on my gym playlist. The lyrics are so cool and empowering.
Yes.
You should do a collab with the score. I mean, never say never. You never know who we might collaborate with.
Absolutely.
And Daniel says NFL, NBA, NHL, WWE will all have this on their playlist soon. It will be on mine for sure. Thank you so much. I mean, as soon as, like we said a minute ago, as soon as we get some of this new visual direction like wrapped up and with the bow on it,
oh yeah,
we got songs ready to drop.
Why don't we tease one more, or one more song that's done?
Yeah,
and this is just like a different flavor. Go ahead.
I think for those of you that found us from Dude Perfect, you might like this one. So our songs Let's Do This, and then our song Feeling on Top of the World in collaboration with Elena Cross. Dude Perfect has used both of those, and a bunch of you guys have found our music from Dude Perfect. We're so grateful to them. And I don't know, I think those songs all have like a fun up-tempo kind of thing about them. And so this is another one called Get It Going.
Yes.
And Brandon talked about it a minute ago. Brandon's singing the verses, but for the first time ever,
this guy's on the chorus. Come on.
It was not my intent. Cool. So drop in the comments if you think I sound like trash in the chorus. See what we think.
Talking for too long. Time's been tick-tock, walking, gone. While I've been sitting here waiting for something to happen. Everybody setting records, getting the world clapping like on your mark, get ready, set. Right about now, I think it's time we get it going. Let's go, let's go. Let's get it going. Right about now, I think it's time we get it going. Let's get it going. Right about now, I think it's time we get it going.
New lead singer right here. Come on.
Oh man, Panda, you're so kind. You don't sound like trash. You know, part of this is like, thank you so much for the kind words. As a producer and songwriter, I'm so fortunate to work with absolutely incredible singers, Brandon being one of them, but these people that can just straight up like sing their brains out. And I say I'm like a good enough singer to get by. And so this was just like, I've never intended to be a singer, put my voice on anything, but
well, it fits. And I was just like, dude, like this is it. Like it's got to stay. I do want to shout out Rolando up there. I think we missed his comment. My favorite song of you guys is What We Came to Do from NASCAR 21 Ignition video game trailer. And Let's Do This. That was super cool.
Bunch of you guys have found us from that.
Ton of you guys. And we want to bring, I think we want to show that Outskrts is genreless. Like, yes, like we get so many comparisons to the score and bands like that. That means the world, but we don't want to just stay in that world. And I think this is a great song, Get It Going, that is like, oh man, like there's so many different options we could go.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about like Imagine Dragons. They've done such a good job of like, they got the bangers like Believer, but then like a song like On Top of the World is like such a left turn from that, but like they were both equally huge songs. And so like we want to, like, for Born to Be a Legend, we got 3 or 4 or 5 more songs just like that in the queue. Like, we're never going to abandon that. Those of you that found us from Born for This and songs like that, we're going to keep giving you guys what you came for. But those of you that found us from, you know, like those songs more like Get It Going, we got 3 or 4 or 5 more of those in the works.
That's it. I mean, there's something for everybody, you know, like whether it's your gym playlist, whether it's your morning drive or your, you know, 5 o'clock drive home. Like, we've heard so many, I mean, from so many people, like driving your kids to school or driving them to anywhere, like, oh, we love listening to Let's Do This or whatever. And that means the world. We just want to keep giving you guys stuff to listen to.
Yeah, totally. I got to give a shout out to Leah Hale, my wife. Man, that is your old corporate job picture. I've not seen that picture in a long time. Weston loves the new music. Who's Weston, Brandon?
Dude, how old is he now?
Weston is my
2 months?
11-week-old. The time's been a blur, but my 11-week-old loves music.
Dude, kid looks more like a 55-week-old. All right,
It's true. And he's pretty cute. He was just out here right before we went on live, but that kid loves music. He loves up-tempo music. So like Get It Going is a jam. He kicks to that song, and I have a couple other songs that we've written that he loves. Yeah, man, so many kind words on these. It's pretty good. Can't wait for these 2 to come out. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there a song that you found difficult to write? Man, I feel like some of our songs have happened really quick, and then some, like, just part of our workflow, like, we're always working on ideas to where some are like just spaced out over, like, we'll work on it 2 hours this day and then a month later pick it back up. Do you remember one that was difficult, Brandon?
Oh, I'm trying to think of which one it was.
You know, I'll say this on a production level, and we have a comment here about finding us from We Could Be Legends. We Could Be Legends was actually kind of tough for me production-wise, and I remember, like, you had a lot of the song idea. I remember, like, knowing the song was really cool, but just some of that, like, last 10, 15% production decisions, I remember I got a little hung up on, and it took me a few passes. And like sometimes as a producer mixer, like when you're done with it and you push bounce, as they say in the biz, you know you got something that's like yes. And sometimes you push bounce and send, and you're like, I don't know, we'll have to see. And that was one for me that I was like, we'll kind of have to see.
Yeah, that's
but like
a really good
you
one.
responded really well to it, and I remember some of our team was like, this is great. And then you guys have obviously been so kind.
Phenomenal. I'll speak real quick to that. There's a song called Get Loud, Tighten Up.
Oh, yeah.
That we partnered with the Tennessee Titans,
Here in
NFL
Nashville.
organization here in Nashville, with our amazing master rep, Katie Jellin, who was at the time with Warner Chappell, where I was signed. And it was a 6-month process of, I mean, writing this song, producing the song, until the fans heard it in the stadium every time they scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think that was just because they wanted it to be right. They wanted it to be everything they needed it to be. And
It was a custom song at first.
Absolutely. And I think when you have so many opinions and you have so many, parameters in place of what it needs to be, that can kind of make things a little difficult, but the end product was incredible.
Yeah,
So,
man. I mean, so many kind comments here. The multiverse of music, unlimited possibilities, and then when can I buy these songs?
Oh, Caesar, he said, where can I buy the song? Get It Going, and We Could Be Legends.
Yeah, maybe run back, like, after we're done wrapping up this live stream here in a few minutes, maybe run it back to about 10, 15 minutes in. We talked about, like, when you could expect some new music. But I think
Caesar, personally, since your family, I'll just text them to you. But the release will be, I would say, in the next few months.
yeah,
honestly.
it's on as soon as we get some of this visual rebrand stuff wrapped up, we got everything else in place to roll.
For sure. Last thing, we don't want to keep you guys. We're talking about doing this about 30 to 45 minutes.
And
and love the questions and comments coming in. But I do want to. We were like, we should show them something.
kind of in process.
It's literally
an instrumental.
It's called In Prague. is
Yeah.
what it's called. And
Inst verse chorus in Prague.
yeah, and Christian sent me this, and I was like, dude. I mean, I sent all the fire emojis. I was like mind blown emojis
Nice.
because this is a vibe that I was like, dude, we don't have anything like this.
Yeah.
So let
well,
us know what you think it should be, because
So we're gonna go right after
literally
we.
when we get off this, we're gonna write this song. So, dude, just play it from the beginning, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
here's just a little instrumental tease.
check it.
And not every song we start. Some songs we build from the ground up in the room, but a lot sometimes I'll start a track and send it to Brandon, or he'll send me a melody. Like this is one we're starting from a track. We don't know what it's gonna become, but
Who knows?
we'll see soon what it turns into.
That's it.
Is it not gonna play?
Oh, maybe it doesn't work.
No, it's QuickTime's fault here.
Yeah, it doesn't want to play.
QuickTime doesn't like it. It's not the StreamYard.
There it is, right there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You can imagine I'm over here like, what?
See what happens.
Here it comes.
Hopefully we don't mess it up,
That's
Brandon.
my favorite song so far, and it's not even written.
So we have the potential to take it from your favorite song to your least favorite song if we don't do our jobs
It's
after
true.
we
gotta
get
gotta think the bass line. They're saying it melted quick time.
It did
It's true.
melt QuickTime. It gives me Ghost Town Apocalypse vibes for some reason.
Come on.
I mean, we're gonna
Yeah.
just have to see.
That's a really cool
Like direction.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. I regret it. I don't regret
I don't
you
regret
saying
it. I
that.
don't regret it.
Play Born to Be a Legend.
Oh, already having requests for songs that haven't even come out.
You know,
yet.
Born to Be a Legend. We're about to wrap this up, and this will be on our YouTube channel. You can
Yeah.
go back and find it. So
Yeah.
just go,
Ghost
just
Town.
go loop it. Ghost,
Dude,
man, you guys we got a bunch of songwriters on this stream. Yeah.
Song title folder.
Do we got
Ghost
a
Town.
a bunch of songwriters?
I like it.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If there's any last comments, questions, ideas you have, drop them in the chat before we get up and out of here. But this
Yeah.
has been so fun. I think we should do it again soon, Brandon.
I definitely think so. You guys are so encouraging, and we truly appreciate the support. And follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere that you love social media wise. Give us a follow on there.
And the $1 million question that keeps coming up: when are you going to start releasing new song? Soon and very soon, as we talked about a couple times now.
I want to say May.
I think that's reasonable. And in the interim, let us know if you think this is a good idea. We got a bunch of new songs ready. We're wrapping up some visuals for that collection of new songs. In the interim, we've kind of talked about releasing, like we just did with Let's Do This, like a sped up, slowed and reverb, maybe releasing some more versions of our old songs like that, remixes, instrumental only versions of
Dude,
songs.
I say yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe that could be a little like appetizer to hold you guys over.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
It says I got an idea for a song. Ryan, I think you're a songwriter, dude.
yeah.
You're just like
write some songs, man.
Keep some of these good
Take
ideas
it to
for
the
yourself.
top. You should take it to the top.
I
man.
know. I'm subscribed now. Come on, we love to see it.
I love it. Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube too if you're not.
We're gonna
already.
be doing a lot more of this. For those of you that try to join Instagram, there's like an error message. We're using StreamYard, and something went funky there. But
we're gonna figure out the Instagram thing and have it in place for next time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back very soon, and yeah, really
appreciate it, you
y'all.
guys.
Yeah,
See you soon.
see you later.
Peace.
Peace.